All right, boy, what a thrill it is for me to have the man, the myth, the legend, CJ Gable. CJ, welcome to the show. Welcome to the podcast. What are we screaming about? Obviously I know you well, CJ Gable. Got a photo of you back there, CJ, on the cover of Sports Illustrated, USC Running Back. Obviously went to the NFL, went to the CFL, had a great career. So thank you for being on today, CJ, and just having a conversation about youth sports. You're now working as a high school running backs coach. Tell me what that's like. First of all, what was it like coming out from being a player? I mean, USC, obviously historical college football program, and now you're coaching.
Well, first off, thank you for bringing me on the show. Thank you. But coming out after football, when I was done, it's scary because you don't know what's your next move. You always been growing up. If anybody playing a sport, and it's always that sport, you don't think about option B or C. You just option A and that's it. Like putting everything into that option A, and so then when that option A is gone, it's scary because now you're trying to find your identity, like who you are really,
Yeah.
And it's hard because I always thought I'm still trying to figure it out because I was just only a football player and that was it. I was going to go play football and then that's it. Like my life is done. I just have a family and just after that. But life doesn't go that way, and I had a lot of ups and downs. And then when I had my good career in CFL, then I retired. It was like, man, like what's next?
Yeah.
Like, okay, that chapter is done in your book. Now, what's next?
Yeah.
And for people that play, or any athletes that play sports for a long time in your life, it's scary because you don't know what's next. You don't know what other skills you have because you only been crafted in that one skill, and that was your sport that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
So once you don't have that no more, it's scary. Like I got depressed because I was like, man, like what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And you trying to figure out. I just got like different jobs just here and there, just trying to figure out something. Like I got a job at Amazon, and I got a job doing in-home care, and then I was just doing all these jobs that I didn't like, but I just you have to work.
But see, that's great that you're saying that because your identity from a young kid, I'm sure your identity was CJ's a football player.
Mm-hmm.
CJ's a football player. Obviously, you had a great high school career. You were a parade All-American.
Mm-hmm.
But football was your identity. And so, on this podcast, we're talking a lot about parents and how they're raising their children. And if they're raising them, that athletics is it. That's the end all be all.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Because obviously athletics have taken you a long way in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it like you're saying, when it's over and your identity is only that of a ball player, what do I do now?
Mm-hmm.
And fortunately, you made it to the level that you did.
Mm-hmm.
But not everyone does.
Yeah, it's hard.
And so the guys that you're coaching right now or kids that you train, obviously their goals are to make it to the NFL, make it to Division I. Well, we know 1% of high school kids are going Division I.
Yeah.
So when you're talking to young people, young athletes, and they're saying, oh, I'm going D1, I'm going D1, what do you say to those kids?
I just look at them like, okay, I'm never going to say nobody to you now. I'm like, all right, well, you better work like you're going to go D1. You better show me that you are D1, because if your film doesn't show D1, then those schools are not going to come and get you. You're going to get the schools the film that you put out. So you might get a D2 school, you might get some junior college. I don't know. It depends how you play. You can say you D1 all you want, but if you go on that field and you're scared, timid, you're not showing that you're the best person out there every play, every down, you're not going to make it, And a lot of these kids nowadays, they have so many excuses why they can't do it, why I didn't catch the ball, why I didn't block this, why I didn't do that. And there's so many excuses, and it's like, why are you just going to man up like, okay, I messed up, let me get it right.
But maybe it's because our society's changed. I think when you were growing up, when I was growing up, I know it was all about hard work. It was all about hard work.
Oh, yeah.
Nowadays, we see a lot of entitlement.
Yeah.
Like, I deserve it. Well, hey, I go to this school, so I deserve to go to this Division I school.
Yeah.
And the hard work isn't there. I say the same thing to players that I coach. Does your work ethic match your dream? Because you may have a dream of playing Division I, playing pro.
Yeah.
But if your work ethic isn't there, it's hard to get there. So again, I'm so happy to have you here because again, USC being such a historic program. How old were you on the cover of that magazine?
Yeah, I was young. I was 18 then.
Yeah.
That was after my freshman year. That's my sophomore year.
Okay.
And at that time we had 6 running backs in our room, and we could have all went to any school and we could have just started right away. Like, we were all that good. Like, we all could have went any school we want and started right away.
Mm-hmm.
But we wanted to go there. Why? Because they just came off a championship win and we want to compete. That's me. I want to compete. I was like, I wasn't scared of other running backs. They was like, hey, they got this guy going there and this guy going there. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a competitor. I like to compete. I don't like to go against people that I'm better than. Like, I want to go get somebody that is better than, that people say is better than me, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see that.
Mm-hmm.
If I see them doing something, I was like, okay, now it's my turn. Now I'm gonna show you what. And I just have that competitive edge every time. It doesn't matter who I go against. I don't care if you're an NFL player when I was in high school or my mom. I don't care. I'm gonna beat you every time. Like, because this is my mentality. Like, I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
And now these kids, they're okay with losing. And it's not like this game. You got to have this game, football. You have to have at least something wrong with you to want to go hit somebody for it.
Right.
Like, you got to.
Right.
Because no sane person want to go hit somebody. And the reason why I played is because I had anger issues when I was younger, and I was always fighting in school and elementary every day, all the way up to 5th grade. And my mom just like, you're gonna play football, so you can use that anger, and then and take it all out on them on the field. Yeah. And I did, and I loved it because now I can really hit somebody hard as I can, and I can tell when I be telling kids all the time when they playing football and I see how they are and they're like kind of timid and stuff. I'm like, have you ever gotten in a fight? And they'd be like, no. And I was like, I know. I can tell already. Because how you are not aggressive out there, I can tell you never got in a fight in your life. Yeah. People that get in fights and wrestle and all that a lot, they're good with sports, contact sports.
Yeah. But see, that's the mentality that you grew up with: hard work, survival, really. Yeah. A lot of it's survival. By the way, we do have someone in common. Coach Carroll, Pete Carroll, was your coach at USC, was my coach at NC State. But when you say that, and I bring up Coach Carroll because when he recruited me, I was undersized. I was a very small defensive back. Been eating a lot lately, but I was a small defensive back coming out of high school. But he said, I like your aggressiveness. He said, you hit like a linebacker. And I had that aggression like you're talking about. Yeah. Do you think a lot of kids play because their parents want them to?
Yeah, that, and for the girls, I play football. Or, like, I really don't think, because I asked them a lot. I'm like, do you guys really want to play? Like, because you say, I want to play, and then go out there and don't want to scared to hit somebody. Then why you want to play? I don't get it. Like, that's like me saying, I want to play basketball, and they passing me, I'll never shoot. I'm just going to keep passing it. Then why am I out here playing basketball then? Mm-hmm. Like, if you come to play football, I expect you to hit people. I expect you to catch the ball. I expect you to do all these things. But the thing that's hurting these kids now is like they're going to play flag football all the way up to high school and then want to try. Let me try football now. I don't like kids that want to try football. I want to play football. I don't want to try it out. Because the ones that want to try it out, those are the ones that are always scared, not good. And then the parents, why my kid not in? Why my kid not? Because they're trying out. So they got to develop from Pop Warner all the way up to high school. And I got to do that in 4 years. Like, and it's hard. Like, I got to teach you how to tackle, stance, footwork, hips. I got to do all the basics that you needed to know when you was younger, but your parents were scared for you to play all the way up until high school, and now you want to play. And it's like, okay, you can't win with people like that. You might get a gym in there that's like, oh, dang, like he's good. He's not scared, and that's hard. And a majority of them is like, they're scared and timid, and you can't win like that. Well, I want to try, especially a contact sport. You can't. I want to try, because if you want to try, then you better not be scared to hit somebody or get hit.
CJ, I'm laughing because the football's coming out of you.
No, I'm just
you're getting geeked up right now.
It's frustrating when they come out there and they're like, I want to try it out, and I'm like,
Yeah, no, it is. It is hard, and again, I understand from a safety issue. Because a lot's been said about head injuries and CTE and all that kind of thing. So parents are not wanting their kids to play at a young age. But as you're saying, then you get to high school, and not only do you want to play, but now you're saying to your coach, you think I'm going to go D1? Well, how are you going to go D1, or how do the parents feel their child should go D1 when they really don't even know the fundamentals of playing tackle football? So I'm sure you get that from players at times, or parents that say, do you think my son's going to get a college scholarship? Why would they think that?
They see other parents and their kids probably good, and then they seeing all them getting offers, and just people talking to them like, your son is big. Like, it doesn't matter how big you are. You can be the biggest person and still be soft. Like, it doesn't matter how big you are. You might get in the door, it would look like, oh, I want to see his film. He doesn't have no film. Oh, or show his film, he's soft. I can't get you nowhere.
Yeah.
It's not our job as coaches to get your player to college. Like, it is technically, but it's your kids need to have the film. So he needs to go out there, score touchdowns, and then make our job easier. If he can't score a touchdown, tackle, can't do none of the things, we can't do nothing with that. We cannot. And I understand that, because now I understand the thing. When I was playing, I did everything. My coach, all I had to do was just send my tape. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's what coach is doing. We're teaching you fundamentals. Now you go out there and do it. And if you do good, I can send your tape off. Yeah. If you don't have no film or doing great out there, scoring, like if you're a quarterback and you want to go D1, I expect you to throw like 500 yards a game. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
If you're a receiver, you better catch every single ball, and you better average 100 yards a game.
Right.
A touchdown a game. If you're a running back, I expect you to get 150 every game, couple of touchdowns. Like, It's just what it is. Like, that's what makes you D1, because now you're separating from the mediocre kids, and then you're going to be one of the great ones, because you're doing this day in and day out. Every game, I'm thinking, oh, okay, what he's going to do today? How many yards he going to get today? That's what people were telling me when I was playing. They'd go to the game like, we already know what you was going to do. We just going to think, like, what's going to happen? Like, how many touchdowns you going to get? How many yards? What kind of plays? That's what they're expecting, because they already know I was going to get mine, but how am I going to do it?
Yeah.
You know, and that's what these kids need to understand. Like, if you want to be that guy out there, you want to be that dog, you got to separate. You got to separate yourself. Even soccer, basketball, whatever. You got to separate yourself from everybody else. You got to show that you don't belong out here. You got to. Like, I don't belong in high school. This is too easy for me. Like,
CJ, that's real talk.
But they don't understand that. They don't understand. I'll be telling them, like, when we're watching them play games, I'll be like, why don't you just hit that guy? Like, you're scared. You're way bigger than them. Like, I'll be seeing guys and everything that's bigger than the other players, but scared to hit. And it's like, it just frustrates me. I'm like, and then you think you want to go to the next level? That's not happening. It's not happening. Like, I know people smaller than you going to hit you harder, you know? You're bigger than that guy, but you're hitting soft. Like, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. If you're getting blocked every game and you're a DN and you want to go D1, not happening.
Yeah.
Nah. And you're not going against high caliber talent.
Yep.
And you're still not getting to the quarterback or not doing what no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, again, just your passion, the way you're talking, it's easy to see why you were able to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated, play at USC, play as a professional player, because it's in you. And it's not I'm just being honest, and no matter what sport, nowadays I'm seeing it's not in a lot of these kids.
No,
to have that passion like you are exhibiting right now. They don't have that passion, yet mom, dad, whomever may be upset because the kid's not getting that Division I offer, or the starter, or in this case football, catching 10 passes a game. I sometimes I don't understand that.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's like, and it's not even that. Sometimes these kids, they want instant gratification. Like, they want it now. Like, oh, I want to start now. Oh, I don't got no offers now. Like, how about you learn the plays first? Learn how to catch one hitch and then score a touchdown for that. I didn't get enough. It's the reason because I'm not getting enough balls thrown to me. So, get how many balls you get, try to make that into a touchdown.
There it is.
If you really want that and you want that guy, then you'll be like, okay, I'm catching it. I'm going to stiff arm this guy. I'm going to drag this guy. I'm going to get mine.
Yeah.
But now, I didn't get the ball. Oh, they're not passing me. Oh, they're no. And then we're not dedicating. You miss days of practice for excuses. Oh, I can't make this because I got a dentist appointment. Why you make it during practice? Oh, I can't make it because I don't feel good. Oh, I don't make it because this. He got so many excuses. I never missed one practice. Yeah. Even if I was sick, not in high school, but when I was in the pros, I still go to practice. High school, never missed one practice. No excuses, no vacation, no, I got to go somewhere. Football season, all right, no.
Yeah.
I'm not missing any, no.
Because you can't.
You can't. But nowadays, these kids miss every single time. Excuse, my mom said we got to go on a trip. I can't make it. Well, I can't get mad at you. It's the parents because they're not making you dedicated.
But then the parents want that D1 scholarship.
Exactly.
But why aren't you as a coach getting that from my goodness.
Exactly.
CJ, we're getting fired up.
No, it doesn't make no sense. Like, the parents, like, they don't force, like, if my kid is playing a sport, you're going to make every practice. We're not scheduling no trips, no nothing. You're not missing it. Doctor's appointment, we're going to schedule on the weekend. Something, whatever is the season in, we're not doing nothing but the season. You're not missing. You're not. These parents are not letting their kids be dedicated to something. They're letting them have leeway. Like, oh, it's okay to miss. It's fine. I'm going to call them for you and tell them that you're sick. So if you're sick, get your butt here still and stand on the sideline.
That's right.
Like, what do you mean?
But CJ, do you think that some of that may be coming from these 7-on-7 leagues? Because in these 7-on-7 leagues, right, it's about the shine. I mean, I call it what it is, and I'm not a fan. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not a fan of some of these 7-on-7 leagues because I don't feel like, A, the quality of coaching is there. B, it is a moneymaker. C, it is about the flashy, tight, lime green outfits or whatever it may be. And the foundation of discipline, hard work isn't there. That's my opinion.
No, I feel the same way. Like, I don't like those 7-on-7 stuff. Like, especially they come in pajama pants and sunglasses and capes and all this stuff. I'm like, come on now. And then want to start fights and stuff and then bad habits. Quarterbacks not taking their drops. They just catch and they're just standing there. DBs, they're holding the whole time. And it's just all bad habits. And then they're not teaching fundamentals. Only if it would be different if they were teaching fundamentals, real good stuff. And then, they're not wearing all this weird stuff, pajama pants and capes and all this stuff. And just really doing 7-on-7, they'll be fine, but it's not like that. It's a show now, and then they're just practicing really bad habits. Like, it's just bad habits everywhere. And then the players think they're good until they get the pads on, and now they can hit somebody.
Yeah,
it's okay when nobody's not hitting you.
No. Right.
Yeah, I'm not scared. I can go through the middle, and nobody's gonna hit me. I can catch the ball.
Right.
They can't hit me. There's only can touch me.
Right.
But now catch the ball over the middle when you got pads on. Now you're scared to get your arms out.
But do you think that? Again, I consider myself an old school coach. Do you think that you and I need to adapt to the new ways of what's going on? Or do we try to stay firm on how we were coached? The discipline that was, presented to us?
No, we stay the same in disciplining the kids because nowadays these kids are not even get disciplined. They're getting away with so much stuff. And they think it's okay. They're not coming on time. You're coming late. Why are you coming late to meetings? Oh, I had a tutor and why you didn't schedule it after? Why you didn't schedule it at lunch? Oh, because you want to hang out with your friends at lunch? Well, you're not handling your grades first. But you want to use it on our time now. So the kids are not, we got to teach them discipline. We got to teach them respect because the parents is not teaching them none of that. They're disrespecting the teachers at the school. They're disrespecting the administrators. Like, you're just out of control, you know? I don't know if they do that at home, but they do here. They come to school and they do it. You know, they're outside public doing it. You know, they're not watching their mouth. They're like just being disrespectful. And it's crazy that we have to go back and try to fix that up because, like, okay, no, we don't talk like that. You come in you come in our office, you shake our hands, you say hello to everybody. You don't just go, hey, coach. You don't do that. First of all, you don't even talk like that. Okay?
So these things are happening. We know these things are happening. So you as a high school coach, how do you change maybe some of these bad habits?
We tell them right then and there, like, hey, you don't talk like that. First of all, go back out of the door, come back in, and say hello to everybody, and then speak to us. You don't just bust in the door, hey, coach, what? No. And that's what we do. And then we make sure that we try to change these boys into men. And that's what Coach Parr already preaches to us all the time. Like, at the end of the day, if we don't get them nowhere, when they leave this school, they're gonna be gone, and they're gonna leave as men. They come as boys and then leave as men. And that's what we try to do here with these kids because, you know, sometimes some of these kids don't have father figures in their lives and they don't know how to act, you know. So we have to nip that in the bud and fix it and show them. And some of them get it. Some of them take a long time to catch on because, you know, they hard-headed. But at the end of the day, you get that late text at night, and when they graduate saying, like, oh, you was right, coach. Like, I apologize, you know. I should have listened to you when I was there. You always get those. And then sometimes it's too late for them because they wait too long, you know. And it's hard, but it's like we have to be on these kids. Because a lot of these parents, they're not on their kids like they used to back in the day. They're not. Because if they were, then they would have known that your kid is failing your class. Yeah. Nowadays, you can see their kids' grades. Yeah. You can see them. My mom didn't know my grades until you get the report card in the mail. I can go on an app right now and look at my daughter's grades and see how she's doing. There's no way your kid should be getting a fail in the semester and the end of the semester and they're trying to get the grades up. You should already nip that already when they see that A went to a B. Wait, why is the A going to a B now? What you doing? Sure. Oh, now it's a C and still haven't said nothing. Sure. Now it's a D. Now. Yeah, no. Absolutely. Then they come to us like, why my kids' grades are. What do you mean, why? You can check them. Yeah. So you're not on your kids. You let your kids be free and let them do what they want.
But again, I go back to, you know, I hate using the term old school. Yeah. But it's a term of discipline and having a foundation of discipline and not sugarcoating it, not saying to kids what we feel they want to hear. Oh. And in my opinion, you know, we wanted to do this podcast because youth sports, we wanted to take a real look and examine youth sports right now because they're all over the place. Every weekend, you can go on Instagram. Every day, just about, you can go on a social media platform and see fights. Mm-hmm. The lack of discipline. No matter what it is, you can see it. Referees being assaulted. Yeah. So, you know, I'm coming back to you. I mean, you're a younger guy than I am, but how do you maybe sit and talk with parents? Let's go with parents first. How do you have a conversation with parents, or how can you in the future have a conversation with parents to talk about expectations, discipline, checking grades, not making appointments, dental appointments during practice time? You know, what do you think you could do? I mean, you mentioned Coach Parra, head football coach Billy Parra does a great job. But how do you guys, as a coaching staff, try to get that across to parents?
It's hard. You know, it's really hard with the parents. And the ones I see that go against it is the ones that's not dedicated to anything. That's what I feel. Like, if you are one of those parents that, okay, if you start something, you finish, then you will make sure your kid is there to everything. Yeah. You know, hey, you started it. You don't go nowhere. You can't go on vacation. You can't, you know, but those are the parents, it's okay. You can miss. Just tell them that you're going to be gone for a week and because we already scheduled this trip already. You're like, what? Yeah. You know, and those are the ones that probably never played a sport
Yep.
ever, and just like they think sports are like whatever, like just
Yeah.
recreational. Like, okay, here, and it is to some people, but then don't play for our team then, because our coaches are not recreational coaches. Like, okay, well,
Yeah.
no, we really want to win. We really want to get kids out because we love to play the game. You know, if you want your kids recreational, then go put them in another league somewhere that's not in part of the school, because then you can leave, don't come, and all that, and not waste our time, because we want to get our kids better, and it feels like you don't care because now he's back a week because he missed a whole week, so now he has to get his condition back up again and get his feet back again.
Yeah.
And you can't do that when you just playing. You just started playing.
And
high
again,
school.
you know, I don't want people to think that we're here bashing on parents. You know, we're not bashing on parents. What I'm getting at is we hear it all the time where parents want to see their child on the
Yeah.
cover of Sports Illustrated. They want to see that, but they're not understanding necessarily everything that goes into
The
that.
commitment, you gotta commit.
Yeah, and it's
That
not
means you can't-
entitlement. Yes.
Yeah, you can't miss. You can't miss anything. When you commit, you're fully committed in it. I'm 100 in. What time we gotta be here? 6:00? Okay, I'm gonna be here at 5:30. Not 6:00.
Right.
I'll be here at 5:30.
Or 6:05, and Coach, I'm sorry, I was running late.
No.
No.
It's like,
No. And this is again what I'm hoping that we can get across is I think it's great to have all the goals and dreams for your children that you want. You want them to be the best no matter what they do. But there has to be a foundation.
exactly.
There has to be that foundation. If you want to be the best doctor or scientist, you have to put that work in.
Exactly.
To be the best athlete, you have to put that work in. And the other thing I want to bring up is, you know, I'm talking about the 7-on-7, but what about the trainers? You know, the trainers are all telling the kids and parents, your son is great, your daughter's great, they're great, they're great, they're great. Well, they're getting paid.
Yeah.
So when you're getting paid to be a trainer, and if you want to continue with that client, you're going to say they're great.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you think about that with all the personal? I mean, I know you do some
Yeah.
personal training. What do you, when kids come to you, families come to you for personal training? I know you're honest, but what does that look like?
When they come up to me and they tell me like, oh, I need my kid, like, can you train my kid and blah blah. I'm like, okay, I'll train him. Then I said, what do you want to work on? You know, and they tell me boom boom boom.
Mhm.
All right. So once they tell me that, and then I work them out, and I'm looking, I'm telling them like, bro, you're not good. You need to work on this or that. Like, I never tell any kid, if they already know, I never say nothing good. Nothing good. I'm never going to hype
Come
you
on,
up.
CJ, you got to have some positive
No,
reinforcement.
obviously you need to work on this, because if you keep telling them they're good at something, they're gonna be like, I don't need to work on nothing. No, it's always something you need to work on. Like when I was working out training, Coach P never said nothing like you're good at this. No, he always like, you need to work on this. We need to do this. We need to do that. We need to do that. And I like that, because the people I used to train with, sometimes they were like, oh, you're good. Like, you don't need to do this. Like, oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I'm like, okay. I never felt like I was getting better, but I was Coach P. All right, let's go do it again. Oh, nope, you're not doing it right. You got to do this.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. And that's why I teach my kids. Like, I never tell them that you're doing good all the time. No, I'm not. You know, your feet is wrong. But I just did. No, change your feet and do it this way. And then, okay, you did that. Now do it this way. Like, I'm always critiquing, because it's always improvement. And then you're never going to be, and then you don't never want your kid to feel satisfied, like, oh yeah, I'm good now. Like, I don't need to work. I don't need to work hard. No, you always need to work hard, because when you're not working hard, it's that kid that's in the back that doesn't have your talent, but he works 10 times harder than you. And he's going to get you when you just, oh, I don't have to work hard. Well, he's going to keep working. He's going to surpass you. You're going to get to a spot, and you're going to stay at it, and he's going to just keep passing you up, because you don't have that work ethic. You know, and that's why Hopper at all my kids, like, all my running backs I coach, I make sure they have the work ethic. Like, you got to, with me, you have to. I don't care. If you want to jog my drills, I'm gonna like go.
Yeah.
I had a kid I was training, and I was like, can you just leave? Because you're just wasting my time. I'll give you your money back. Like, I'll give it back, because if you coming out here because you want to or your parents want to, Because if your parents just want you out here and you don't want to, I don't want you out here, man. You're wasting my time. I can be at home. I'm coming here at 7 o'clock in the morning to train you, and you're not going hard.
Yeah.
And it's tired. I don't want to deal with that. So, and I tell them, I said that right there in front of the parents. I was like, so if you want to take him, you can, because he doesn't want to do it, and I don't want to waste my time. I'm not going to force the kid. I'm not going to just keep doing it and take your money, because I'm not getting no satisfaction out of it, because now my name is on him.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be my product right there, because that's not,
Well, CJ, this is great because, again, I love the fact that you're bringing the passion. And to me, it's not hard to see why you had the success that you've had. From being a high school All-American, a parade All-American. That's like, what, the top 50 best players in the nation. To go on to USC, to go on the cover of Sports Illustrated, to go into the pros. You were inducted into the Hall of Fame, CFL, right? Edmonton? Who inducted you into their Hall of Fame?
CFL?
Yeah.
Hamilton.
I'm sorry, Hamilton. Yeah, I saw that. And those are huge accomplishments. But again, sitting here listening to you, you have that passion. You still have that passion. You're not a player any longer. You still look like you could play, though. My goodness, CJ. You got that passion. And I love having you on here because families, parents, kids need to realize when they get to college, especially Division I, this is what they're going to encounter.
Yeah.
They're going to encounter a coach like this. And either you can handle it or you can't.
And that's what's wrong with these parents. They get so mad when you talk to their kids like that. Oh, it's my baby, it's my baby. Well, he ain't going to make it. He's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. If you telling me to calm down on your kid, that's my baby. Don't even be talking to him like that. Well, what are you going to do when he goes to college and they're going to talk to him like that, and then your kids say something and then they're like, all right, bye, next.
Yep.
What, you going to go to the school and talk to them? That's not going to happen.
Because, again, I've seen you coach, and never anything disrespectful. But are you expecting the best out of them? Absolutely.
That's it.
You want 100%.
I don't want mediocre kids.
No, you want 100%.
Because I'm not a mediocre coach. I wasn't a mediocre player, so I don't coach mediocre. Like, I was a great player, so I'm going to coach great. I'm going to make sure you're great. And if you're not on that level to be great, then don't come to me, because I'm expecting you to be great. Mm-hmm. And I don't expect you to be great right off the bat. I expect a great effort. I want you to have effort every time, 100% every time. And if you don't know how to do the drill, so what? Try it, and then keep mastering and mastering and mastering. That's I want to see that. That's how you become great. Doing something over and over and over, and knowing that you're going to have to keep doing it over, but you're seeing that you're getting better at it, Mm-hmm. And these kids and parents don't understand that. Like, they don't get it. They're just too soft on their kids, and it bugs me when I'm on them. Like, I'm always going to be on your kids. Like, if your kids are with me, I'm going to be on them. Yeah. Like, all my players know that. Like, I love them to death, but I expect them to do better every time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they see that in themselves, but I don't know. I expect more. Like, I want more. You're not giving me all you have. I don't think so. Like, I see people and I be seeing glimpses. I'm like, okay, you can give me more, but you're holding back. You're afraid of something, afraid of getting hurt, afraid of doing something. I don't know, but you're holding back to be out there to be dominating. Woo. You got to have that fear. Like, at the end of the day, nobody gonna stop me.
Yeah.
That's what you got to have playing sports. Period. Yeah. You got to have that. I'm the best. Like, cockiness. You gotta be cocky. Yeah. But I was a cocky player when I was on the field. Off the field, you'll never hear me talk about football ever, or talk about myself. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Like, I just let my play talk. Yeah. When I'm on the field, you're gonna hear me every time. Mm-hmm. And if you're talking to me, I'm gonna talk back. I'm gonna do all. Like, because I believe in myself. I know how good I am. I know how great I am, and I know that I'm gonna dominate. And that's what I try to give to these kids in their head. Like, even though they be like, he ain't gonna be playing. I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna coach him like he's gonna play, and I'm gonna change his mindset. So when he does get in, he's gonna be like, okay, I can do this, and not afraid, Yeah. And I treat all of them like that. Even the ones I know that's not gonna get in, I still treat them the same, like they're the top of the top, because that's how I coach my kids. I don't treat them none of them different. Now I expect them to think that way. So when you think that way, it's contagious, because then you just play harder and you play bigger than what you are. Mm-hmm. And then that's what it takes. Like, then you're not afraid to go with somebody bigger than you. So what? I'll be telling kids, they be like, oh, we got to go. I'll play against people way bigger than me. I don't care. Now it's a challenge. Okay, now I'm trying to knock you down. How big you are now is my challenge to knock you. And I knock you, then yeah, look at that. You know?
Wow.
But they don't get that. Their parents don't get that. Like, I just don't understand it, and it's frustrating.
CJ, I'm fired up.
Man,
I'm fired up.
just,
what are we screaming about?
Man.
CJ Gable is fired up in here.
Man, I'm just saying, like, it's just
Whew.
these generations of kids and the parents, it's just the parents is too clingy on them, and the kids just want it now. I want it now without working.
Wow.
Give me my A now. I didn't study, but give it to me.
Yeah.
What? Like, no.
All right, my man. Whew. You got me ready to go. I'm ready. What are we screaming about? We're screaming about greatness. This man has got it going on right here. CJ, thank you, man. Thanks for coming on.
No problem.
Wow. Thanks for coming on. This dude right here has got it going.